in the fear of God.
Ruling in the fear of God. Matter of fact, from there, give me, I know I told you to get
I think
Micah 2.
You got it, brother?
Yeah, Micah chapter 2 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Read it again.
It says, woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
And read that over again,
Micah 2 and 1. Woe unto them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it.
When the morning is light, because the kingdom of heaven is coming, man. The kingdom of heaven is compared to as morning and as light, right? So the so-called white man is he's being that good devil that the Lord made him to be in these times. And he's going to get worse. All right, go ahead.
They practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
They got a thing now where they're locking people up if you grow organic, if you growing food, having gardens and stuff in your yards and shit, you know, in some of these other states. Go ahead.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
Yeah.
So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil.
This time is evil. Evil on your behalf, man. Because the Lord's gonna bring evil on you. All right? The Lord gonna show evil towards the devil. All right? And what you got? Got wisdom? 6.
I got it. Wisdom 6 and what? Wisdom Solomon 6 and
7
Yeah.
and 6.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 6 and 1.
Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 1. Hear therefore, ye kings, and understand. Are ye that be judges of the ends of the earth? Give ear unto you that rule the people, and glory in the multitude of nations.
And who glory in the multitude of nations? The so-called white man, the devil. Matter of fact, somebody give me a Habakkuk 2 and 5. Hold on, keep it right there, and he's gonna get Habakkuk.
Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death.
What does it mean you increase your desire as hell? Basically, all the things that's wicked as hell, you push that in your society. Like in these so-called Arab countries, it's not good. It's not good for a woman to drive. It's not even good for a woman to even work, you know, or wear jeans and shit like that. But you push in these Arab countries, you teach them that, you push that they can do all that stuff, and they can have democracy. They can do whatever they want.
Hey, they got them doing that shit over here. I was in the store the other day. Now the bitches, they had their head covered and all that, but the bitches still had on jeans, man. I seen that shit the other day, man. And they know if they was over there in the Middle East, they wouldn't be able to do that shit, man. They get their fucking head chopped off, man.
Yeah, you'll be dealt with. You'll be punished. All right? But it says you increase your desires hell, because the things that's basically this whole country, your whole system was set up off of slavery. Slavery is what helped you even get as far as you did. Because you soon to come down. Go ahead.
And it says, neither keep it. Wait. It said, neither keepeth at home who enlarges his desire as hell, and
what's your home? What's your original home? Mount Seir. That's your original home. That's the place of your beginnings. All right? Them clefts of the rocks where Esau went. All right? Yeah. And you can even take it as far as you don't want to claim yourself as being an Edomite. You don't want to claim yourself as being a goddamn Edomite, a child of Esau. Neither keepeth at home. Because you want to call yourself everything else up under the sun except for being an Edomite. That's why we tell you a goddamn Edomite. We tell you so-called white people you Edomites. All right? And your punishments is in the Bible. And it's coming. Go ahead.
It says, neither keepeth at home who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
No.
Shall not all these take a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
That which is not his. Some on America, the whole earth. You're in places where you're supposed to be. South Africa. You're in New Zealand and shit. You're all over the place. All over the country. All over the country, all over the earth. Go ahead.
It says, shall not these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his.
And hold on. And not only are you all over the earth, your greediness and your fucking covetousness follows you. You're in debt all over the fucking place. So these other countries, you're in Greece, Spain, Italy, you know, all these places, you're in debt. America's in heavy debt. America has the most debt upon the face of the earth. All right, the most fucking prisons in the highest budget for military. You know,
Can't even count their debt, man.
You're heavily in debt. Go ahead.
It says, it says, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee?
Even that wickedness you creating the Federal Reserve. The Federal Reserve is wicked. And these Federal Reserve notes are wicked too. Because you can't redeem them with gold or silver.
Yeah.
So you got a thing now with these people in Greece. Greece is bankrupt. They print their own fucking money to pay their debts off now. They doing just like the Federal Reserve did, man. With America. Print notes and give it to them to pay their debts off and shit, you know?
Hey, man, it's so bad in Greece that you got fucking cops clashing with each other, man. You got cops that's basically they trying to stop the citizens from tearing up the place. Then you got cops that's with the citizens helping the citizens go against the other cops, man. That's how bad it is, man. And it's gonna get like that over here, man.
And another place is bad is Greece and Spain. Spain is bad right now. You got people dumpster diving for food, man, because they can't eat. They going up in these dumpsters in these restaurants and getting the leftovers, right? So they can feed themselves and their family. So it's gonna get bad over here in America. America's just for last.
Got something? Yeah, go ahead. Micah 6:10. Are there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and scant measures that is abominable?
Right, because Esau, that's why I say you ain't gonna be able to save yourself with gold or silver, because you took all the gold and silver and you gave everyone else fake money.
Yeah.
So you got that shit by stealing and defrauding people. Go ahead.
Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances, with the bag of deceitful weights?
Yeah, it's talking about that money. That money, you can't redeem it. The money is shit compared to the actual price of gold. Go ahead.
For the rich man thereof are full of violence.
That's why you was able to get a dollar, whatever. And I believe you was able to get like, I think you take $20 and get an ounce of gold back in like the 40s, 30s, back around that time. But now, how many notes you got to give up to get an ounce of gold? $1,600, man. $1,600, and then it fluctuates. Go ahead.
For the rich men thereof are full of violence, the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies, their tongue is deceitful in their mouth. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries. Look at this shit go. God damn. That's why they get them loud ass mics and shit.
That's our Lord said, lift up your voice like a trumpet. Right.
Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you.
Weep and howl because slavery coming for you.
Yep.
Slavery and destruction. A total takeover of the Lord's people is coming, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Your riches are corrupted. Your garments are moth-eaten.
And we're gonna run up in all your fucking houses and take everything we're supposed to take.
Yep.
We're gonna go in these houses, them mansions that you don't even live in. You know, you got mansions where you don't even live in them. They just sitting, and you got servants and shit cleaning it up.
What they call vacation homes.
Your gold and your silver is canker. The rust of them shall be a witness against you.
And ye rich men ain't talking about a person that's a millionaire. It ain't talking about a person that's a billionaire. It's talking about your trillionaires, man. You got white people that's actually worth trillions of dollars, man. Go ahead.
They own stock and shit, man. They own people. Hell, they own you.
They own people. Own countries.
Yeah, own countries.
Countries in their pockets.
Their gold and silver is cankered. The rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh. It shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days. Behold, the hire of the laborers who have reaped down your fields, which is of you kept back by fraud.
And that's why I say, you so-called white people, man, your whole nation, that's why you gotta pay, because the whole nation benefits off of slavery. Benefit off of slavery. That slave holding back the wages and that money being sent down, you know, cotton, tobacco, or whatever, selling or whatever. That money was given down to the children's children, you know? So all you motherfuckers that benefit off of slavery, all these countries and stuff, you know? Go ahead.
Which of you kept back by fraud, crieth.
I bet Rothschilds I bet they got Israelite servants to this day. I bet they got servants taking care of their houses. I bet they got butlers and shit, you know? Go ahead.
The cries of them which have reaped are entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Yep.
Ye have lived in pleasures on the earth and been one-time. Ye have nourished your hearts.
What that mean? You've been one time, meaning you didn't know that the Lord was gonna come back in your lifetime, put your ass in slavery or destruction. Basically, you didn't know that you was living a life of forgetting what the Word says about you Edomites, about the house of Esau. Go ahead.
All right. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter. Ye have condemned and killed the just, and he doth not resist you.
You nourished. Go back. I'll say you nourished your hearts.
All right.
As in the day of slaughter.
Yeah. Ye have nourished your hearts as in a day of slaughter.
And what's that slaughter talking about? That slavery, that killing, all that raping, robbing, stealing, all that shit you did to the Israelites.
Yep.
That's how you're on right now. That's how you're on right now. That's why you have these houses, these mansions, these many bank accounts, offshore of bank accounts, Swiss accounts, and all that shit. You know?
Hey, I'm going home. I'll be back here in a little bit.
Come back, man.
Come back.
Come back. We here. Go ahead.
Psalms